I want you to imagine that your testicles are a car factory. The factory workers first make a chassis, then fit an engine, and add some wheels. It takes 3 months from start to finish to make each car, and 150 cars are completed each day. Now imagine that it's the factory boss's birthday, and everybody goes out at lunch and gets horrendously drunk. After lunch, they all go back to work, but they're still drunk and forget to do things like bolting the wheels to the car and connecting the engine to the drive shaft. The following day, the factory workers return to work with a hangover and a case of the mad munchies. Hungry, they spend the entire day binging on junk foods. By pure coincidence, the suppliers to the factory send petrol instead of diesel. Not noticing the difference, the factory workers fill up the cars with the wrong fuel anyway. A few days later, and there is a fire in the building next to the factory, and clouds of smoke drift over to the factory. Breathing in all the smoke gives the factory workers hacking coughs, causing them to incorrectly hang doors and misalign bearings. Every time something happens that disrupts car production, that batch of cars is ruined. And because it takes 3 months to build each car, until the factory is incident-free for at least 60 days, the factory will produce less cars. And the cars that it does make will be of a poorer quality. I'm here today to tell you about the 4 biggest lifestyle factors that are harming your ability to make sperm. At the end of this video, I'll also let you into a secret bonus tip that a lot of men don't know about, but can give you an immediate boost to the potency of your baby-making juice. But before I go into these, you first need to know that it takes time for men to increase their fertility. Going back to the story of the car factory, it took 3 months to build a car. The same is true of your testicles, as it takes them roughly 70 days to make each sperm. Because of this, if you cause damage to your sperm, it will take 3 months before you're ejaculating unharmed swimmers again. Therefore, any lifestyle improvements you make, you'll need to keep up until your partner is pregnant. Otherwise, you risk damaging your fertility for another 3 months. Now, on to the 4 major causes of harm to your sperm, and remember to stick around for the bonus tip at the end. Number 1 on the most wanted list for crimes against your fertility is alcohol. But not the odd pint here and there. It's drinking heavily that is the problem. Studies show that heavy drinkers have lower testosterone, less sperm, and more misshapen sperm. And if that doesn't convince you to cut down on the happy juice, heavy drinkers are also more likely to suffer from permanent erectile dysfunction. And you won't be getting anyone pregnant if you can't rise to the occasion. So, how much can you drink without affecting your fertility? Well, the current guidelines for men are no more than 5 units of alcohol per day or 14 units of alcohol per week. In new money, that's approximately 2.5 pints per day or a total of 7 pints per week. What's more is that sensible drinkers may even be able to boost their baby-making potential by switching their tipple of choice to one that contains a high number of antioxidants, like red wine or dark stout. These can help protect your sperm from the damage caused by free radicals. You can't make a good omelette from bad eggs, and you can't make good sperm from a bad diet. Stuffing your kisser full of junk food while not getting enough fruit and veg won't provide you with the right building materials for good sperm. But it's not just what you eat that you have to worry about. If you are overweight, studies show you are likely to have less sperm. And the sperm you do have a higher chance of being poor quality. But it gets worse. If you're not just overweight but obese, you are 3 times more likely to have lower sperm quality than that of a man of normal weight. And if that wasn't bad enough, obese men are more likely to suffer from erectile dysfunction. And if you're skinny, don't think you're getting away scot-free. Men's bodies who are underweight go into what is called starvation mode. In starvation mode, your body shuts down all non-essential functions in order to keep you alive. Making sperm and starting a family don't rank high on the priority list of things your body wants to do when there is a lack of food around. Do you want to know if you're under or overweight? You can work that out by using what is called the body mass index. Here is the calculation. There is also a link to a simple automatic calculator in the description of this video. Unless you're watching this 100 years from now, it is the 21st century, and everyone, and I do mean everyone, should know that smoking is bad for their health. So it should really come as no surprise that it is also bad for your chances of becoming a baby daddy. Men who smoke make less sperm, and the ones they do make don't swim as well and are more likely to have abnormal shapes. What's more, the toxins in the smoke damage the DNA blueprint for life within the sperm, which makes them more likely to be rejected by the egg. It is because of this, your average smoker takes twice as long to get their partner pregnant as a non-smoker. But you don't have to smoke yourself in order to have smoke ruin your chances of fatherhood. Studies have shown that passive smoking is almost as bad for you as smoking yourself. So if you're exposed to smoke at work, or just like to hang out with smokers, you might want to reconsider your choices. Everyone knows someone who had been trying to get pregnant unsuccessfully for years, but the second they stopped trying and they were no longer stressed, they fell pregnant almost immediately. Contrary to popular belief though, stress doesn't directly affect your fertility. However, it can have a big impact indirectly. From bad coping mechanisms like drinking and smoking, through to high blood pressure and erectile dysfunction, to simply just making you less likely to want to have sex in the first place. There are a dozen little ways that stress can indirectly stop you from conceiving a baby. Stress can even cause irritable bowel syndrome, which certainly won't help your baby-making activities. So what can you do about it? Well, knowing where your stress is coming from is half the battle. So first, identify all the areas in your life that are causing stress. Common sources include your job, social pressures, and significant life events. It can even be caused by the worry of your girlfriend or wife not becoming pregnant. Once you know where the stress is coming from, you should try to find ways of reducing it. Common methods include reducing caffeine, doing exercise, cutting down on sugary foods, avoiding alcohol, getting more sleep, and meditating. Just remember, stress affects everyone differently, so you must experiment and find out what works for you best. So now I come to the final bonus tip. Unlike the lifestyle changes, which can take 3 months before maximum effectiveness, this tip you can put into action right away. Are you ready for it? It's very simple. Well, here it is. Having too much sex can reduce the chances of getting your partner pregnant. That's right, if you have sex too often, you may actually be less likely to get your partner pregnant. This is because your testicles can only finish making so many sperm per day. So if you have sex every day, or more, you are reducing the amount of sperm in each ejaculation. And this is a problem, because sperm help each other in the long journey to the egg. The less sperm, the less teamwork, and potentially the less distance they can cover. So instead of having sex every day, only have sex every other day, or even just 3 times per week. This will give your testicles a chance to stock up on sperm, and therefore increase the amount of sperm in each ejaculation. And the more sperm in the ejaculate, the better chance they have of reaching the egg. And don't worry that by reducing the amount of sex you have, it might mean you miss your partner's ovulation day. Sperm can survive inside a woman for up to 5 days and still fertilise the egg. So, there we have it. All you have to do until you get your partner pregnant is avoid alcohol, cigarette smoke, stress, and have a healthy diet and weight. Oh, and don't have sex too often. Good luck and all the best in the future.
If you have found this video useful, please like it. And if you would like to see more fertility related videos, check out our YouTube channel. And why not check out our website, conceptionadvice.com. Here you'll find all the latest information, help and guides. Goodbye and good luck.